Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Snap. I am Michael, and I thought we'd show off something else. From the main menu, you can go to your gallery, where if you can choose the 4 photos you kind of want to show off. And I can't remember, I didn't look this up beforehand, but I think this might be the photos you can then have printed at the kiosk at Blockbuster, but I could be wrong about that. This might just be a way to show off your 4 favorite pictures, I don't know. But yeah, so we got our Pikachu, our Lapras, our K9, and my favorite Eevee. And you can show them in full size with no HUD over, so that's pretty nice. But there's no time to get back to the actual game. Last time we obviously went through our cave, and we unlocked a new area. This river is rapid. I'll have to concentrate hard or I can miss a good shot. The valley. Probably one of the harder levels to get the good shots in. It's definitely one of the most interesting and fun courses and has some really neat Pokemon in it. But it can be really hard. We are again on the water, which, I mean, that doesn't change much. We can already see some things bobbing and we could probably get them to come out if we use the right thing. There we go, almost had it. And you can see off in the distance a Mankey and a Magikarp jumping out of the water there. It was doing the splash, so if we got a shot of that, we could probably get more points. But as we get close, it seems he kind of vanishes, so... yeah, there's the Mankey. Doesn't really care about the apples. Got some Pokemon hanging on the walls. If we hit it with a Pester Ball... If we hit it with a Pester Ball... Come on. There we go. It's a Geodude, and making it bounce on the ground makes a little Sandslash pop out. Sandshrew, sorry. That's the Sandslash over there. I don't know why I keep doing that. And we have another Pokemon higher up. If we knock down both Geodudes, it would also come down. And yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that this run. And that last Pester Ball got hit by the Geodude, so here's a bit of a closer shot at the Mankey. Now we kind of move a bit faster. Waterfall with some three of those Pokemon there, and we have a Staryu. If we get a shot of it, it will start to circle us. Nothing we can do with them for now. Though the game does have us slow down here, so maybe there's something here for us later. Thank you, Staryu. Your input is very welcomed. There's another one, so we could get 2 Staryu, but it's kind of hard to get this one as the rapids are much more difficult to aim in. But that's okay, we only really needed the one. If you bring the Staryu down here, it goes into a little whirlpool, and out comes a Starmie. And we got a Dratini at the perfect time right there. You see some Squirtles. Get a bit of a faraway shot. That's okay. Nothing over on this side. Probably something we can do with that, but not for this run. And now here's the worst part of this. We are at the end of the course, and it's kind of slowing down a little. We can see a button on this side of the mountain, and like the one in the river, we can't do anything with it. And we can even see the little gate on the other over there that we're about to go to, but then for whatever reason, this clearly going to the right current pushes us to the left. And that's it for this level. Give Professor Oak an apple. So we got all new Pokemon this time. 21, not bad. I think we have a better Mankey. Yeah, there it is. Go back to get the Geodude that looks like it's in a bit of pain. And the running Sandshrew, which is kind of cute. Staryu, like the Shelder, is kind of hard to get a good shot of. I kind of want to go with the one that's in the middle of the frame. Same with Starmie, that's probably the better one. And Dratini, we're not very close, but I hope the splash is going to be good. And that Squirtle's not going to be very good, but that's okay, we'll get a better one later. What's new this time? Everything is new this time. Really? That's like the most adorable photo we've taken.
Wonderful.
Ah. We could probably time it and get those Geodudes in the same shot, but I'm not sure. That could be pretty difficult.
Wonderful.
The thing with the Valley is that there's a lot of times when you have to do multiple runs just to get like the good shots of each Pokemon.
Wonderful.
As long as we consistently get decent pictures here, we won't be in too much of a spot to have to rerun levels.
Wonderful.
There is one more point score I need to reach in order to get the final item. So I'm hoping I'm going to do that soon. I know. It's hard, Professor Oak.
You were close.
Dang, that was not even going to count at all.
You were close. Welcome back.
Well, normally this is where we'd end it, but instead we're actually going to go right back in. I know we're changing it up a little bit from the regular format, but there is something I want to do here. We are getting close to the end of the game, and I am running out of Pokemon to have to capture, so I'm kind of trying to speed up our runs a little. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right for the alternate route, and immediately want to try and get a better shot of a Squirtle here. They're really hard to hit, so I'm going to just go after the one. And I probably could have done something with this Magikarp. And there's a Goldeen, which is another one that's kind of hard to get because I think it's random what pops out of the water when you throw the apples. Yeah, because you can get a Magikarp, a Dratini, and a Goldeen. So the timing is going to be tough to get. As long as we just get the shot of the Goldeen, we should be okay. Now let's see if we can get a better picture of that Sandshrew. That seems pretty good. Oops, hit it with the apple. I didn't want to do that. Probably should have waited a second to get the better shot there. We can get a Sand Slash. Well, I thought I had gotten that last time, but apparently not. So this time, we're gonna immediately start getting these Geodude to get knocked down. And there we got the Grappler. And there's the Sand Slash at a better shot. Gonna ignore that Mankey. We can kind of see the back, so we're now going back around the start of the mountains we'd seen at the beginning. And again, we're going to be slowing down here. See if I can get a Goldeen to pop out. Not having any luck with it though. Oh, there. Oh. See, it's tough. It's tough to get a shot of the Goldeen. Gonna ignore the Staryu this time. We could use a better picture of a Starmie, but there's something else I want to do this run. Even if one of them popped out of the rapids here, it wouldn't be a very good shot anyway. Okay, so we come up to the whirlpool, and what we want to do is throw a couple of Pester Balls in, and out pops a Dragonite. So we have a Dratini and a Dragonite. When I was younger, I could have sworn there was like a Dragonair in the game, but there isn't. And now to unlock the secret path, we saw those Squirtles jumping up the mountain. So what we want to do is we want to time this, hit it with a Pester Ball, and knock down the Mankey. That alone isn't enough though. So we're just going to slowly wrap ourselves around this mountain base. That's a pretty big Magikarp. But anyway, you hit the main key with the Pester Ball, and it rolls back onto the button. And we can go down this path. This is actually a faster way to exit the level. I believe. I think it is. We find a hut.
Oh.
And Professor Oak's in this hut, wearing a different getup. Yes, why are you here? You sent us here. Like, what? Pokemon signs. Scenery which seem to resemble Pokemon, you say? A mountain that looks like Dugtrio. I think we've seen that. Did everyone else notice the mountain that looks like a Dugtrio? I'm okay. So I'm pretty sure everyone has had noticed the Dugtrio mountain. It's kind of hard to miss, and the game sets that up really nicely for you to see this and wonder, oh, that's kind of interesting, because you probably wouldn't have noticed the other Pokemon signs throughout the game until you're told to look for them. But they have been in sight for the most part. That's pretty shitty Graveler, but that'll be okay for now. I like this Dragonite picture. I can't remember if it's worth a lot of points, but I really like it.
Yes.
This is a much better photo.
Well done.
And it's kind of the exact same as before. But I guess the size is a little better, and the poses, for whatever reason, I don't know.
Well done.
It's one of those scenes where it seems like the points are very random.
Oh.
It fell! That was worth more. Nice!
Wonderful.
That's a nice photo of a Graveler then. No Golem. Which is sad, I really like Golem. I guess that's a really good photo of a Sandslash. I don't know what you want from me, Professor Oak. That's a pretty great pose. And I see now we actually have a high enough point score.
Welcome back.
Oh, that's why we couldn't. Okay. So, we do get a new item. It's not the one I want, but it's one we kind of need. We get a little dash engine. It'll make us move faster, which means we can now speed through the courses. So to get those shots of the Pokemon that you want and not really want to waste a lot of time, you can just dash through. Of course, be careful, because you can hit Pokemon. And before we leave, he did mention there's a new section to our Pokemon report, the Pokemon sign. So let's take a look at that. It is said that somewhere on the island is a mysterious group of huge rocks. Surprisingly, if you look at it from a certain angle, it appears to be a Pokemon shape. When light shines on an object, its shadow will appear on the wall behind it. Somewhere there is a shadow that looks like a Pokemon. Smoke changes its shape, and some shapes look like Pokemon. Where can you find smoke? You already know. Have you heard of a tree near the river in the jungle that looks like Cubone? No one knows who planted it, but I have heard that someone has seen the tree. It's a mystery. Shining brightly somewhere, that's all I know about this. Somewhere in the middle of a steep mountain is a mountain that looks like a Pokemon. I went to the valley to find this mountain. And that's it! Those are the 6 signs, one for each stage. And we'll start working on those next time. Thank you all for watching.